I would like to start by highlighting the achievement of our beloved mother, Mrs. Aisha Muhammad Buhari. Permit the bias, I will start with Sokoto State, where I sit on. Historically, it's been proven that in the last 25 years, there had been no women-related activities that was recognized nationally until the coming of this present administration of our dear mothers. And for that, we appreciate Mrs. Aisha Muhammad Buhari, our beloved mother. We appreciate the administration and her foundation. Our people in Sokoto State have never felt any president's wife ever recognize Sokoto as a state in any programs. We've had medical outreaches by her to help in the state. When we had the malaria outbreak, she flew in a plane. Her full team were on ground to manage the crisis. She has sent food severally to Sokoto State during Ramadan and off Ramadan periods. She has encouraged us to run an all-inclusive association with women on the state level and strengthened our non-resident community. Fortunately and unfortunately, our woman leader is here, Haja Fatima Ngiwa. She might not be literate, but she is a grassroots person, and in the exco of our state, we have the non-indigens who they work alongside, from market women associations to Igbo women associations to Yoruba community associations. We have all of them. Now, I've listened to all the speakers. It's all been complaints about the last 3 years. Indeed, there are complaints. But let us ask ourselves, what have we been doing and how have we tried to manage within the situation we find ourselves? We understand there's no money in the country. Adamawa State, for example, Imo State, for example, have done so much. My advice to my dear sisters as women leaders on behalf of our mothers here, will not be for us to compare and expect our own governors to do same. Not all states are buoyant and they all have different priority areas in their projects. But the most important thing, what I would advise is like on the social media issue. We have phones now that are less than 5,000 naira in every dialect of the country, be it Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, it's there. We can support our women in our small ways with this kind of phones, so they get, other than propaganda or matching words, it's not a word. We should be advocating peace, substantiating what has been done and what we hope to be done, while we try and speak to our mothers to see how they can push. We must commend the efforts of our mothers here who, for the first time, like in Sokoto, we have women on the federal board appointments just recently, courtesy of the wife of the president. We have one on the Shippers Council. We have one of our state elders who she has sent to the Ministry of Agriculture. This is a woman who has been from Ariwa Congress to NCWS. She's an old hand in politics, one of our state party elders. We appreciate that. Now, some of us have interacted with other state women leaders. You come with complaints. My advice would be loyalty to duty, loyalty to God first, loyalty to duty, and then loyalty to party. Let us, if we don't support ourselves as women, we are our own greatest enemies. We have been calling mommy here our role model, but are we truly emulating her? Mommy has been building bridges across the country. You would see her today, she's in Lagos. Tomorrow she's in Kano. Next tomorrow she's in Katsina. You see Mommy Dolapo is in Kano. You see Mommy Dolapo is there. So they've been building bridges, but the national women leaders, the state women leaders, build bridges and less emphasis on state opposition, whether there's a PDP woman leader and then there's APC woman leader and the quarrels in the states. We need to be able to work together and support the national agenda and the way we push it forward. Thank you very much.